I just heard about 30 minutes ago at this point, John Summers sent the email thinking of selling after the holidays to 50 expireds. And he's got a listing appointment on Saturday with someone that responded, and it was almost a $900,000 listing.
I did go on the appointment today, and he's going to list. So in Q1, I got the listing.
Did you use
But
the listing presentation from Listings to Leads or what?
I did. I'm doing an open house on the other one I got.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, doing an open house on that one Sunday.
Awesome. You know what? Do this. Make sure you take either a copy of this one or the general one that you got, the one that you ordered from us. Make sure
Uh-huh.
you got one of those at the open house because if there's any neighbors that walk through or they own a home and they come through, say, hey, feel free to take a look at my 100-point home marketing plan to get homes sold in the area.
Uh-huh.
This might be a good way to find out if they are a homeowner. They come in, they sign in, you're chatting with them a little bit, and whenever it might be appropriate, just
Mhm.
say something like, if it's of any interest, I've got my 100 plus point home marketing plan on the table over there if you want to take a look at it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Because then the homeowners, the people that own a home,
Mm-hmm.
even if they're not thinking about selling, they
Mm-hmm.
know they are going to sell someday. Now, the people that are renting are going to be like, why do I care about that? They're not going to care. But the
Okay.
homeowners would walk over there. And then you know what I would do? I would say, hey, you know what? I would love to send you a copy of that. Would you like me to create one that has your home featured on the cover and on every page inside of it? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Then
Right.
you're going to find out, are they maybe a little bit sooner to sell than not? Because the ones that are thinking about selling at some point soon are going to say yes to that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Good. Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
then for the ones that say either, no, I don't need it customized or I do need it customized, then what you're going to do is go, great, that's the only cap I got with me. Would you prefer that I drop it off to you later this week and we can set up a time? And if you like, as part of a service that I provide to homeowners in the area, if you got 5 minutes, I could do a quick walkthrough and then come back with an equity analysis for you.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
write this down. Write this down, Gwen.
I
Yeah.
am.
I'm
Yeah,
this
I'm
is some
ready.
good stuff right here,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
right?
I
And
am
then
ready.
if they don't want the custom copy or they say no, then you just say, great, no problem. I can send this via text.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best phone number to text that to?
Mm-hmm.
Either version. So if they don't want to do an in-person, then go for the phone number. And then your last resort would be email.
Okay.
Yeah. So, ooh, I
Mhm.
love that, Gwen. This is awesome. We just got some good stuff there. Now I'm excited. All right, that's some good stuff for tomorrow's call, which is combine the open house with the listing presentation, have that one, or what you can do, for example, check this out. Let's say I've got an open house, and I do. So I've got a listing in my account and listings to leads. This would be the easiest thing to do if you don't have a copy of the listing that you're having the open house for. I got an open house at 15 Ambient Way, right? I got an open house.
Mhm.
And what I can do is under
Uh-huh.
listing presentation print,
Mhm.
I can make it so all these images are of the open house. And what I do is I go to print, download PDF, and I just select the listing 15 ambient ways where I got the open house,
Uh-huh.
hit download again. And then when that regenerates, and I'll come back to that in a second, and I would use the nearby homeowner letter if you can. So are you able to door knock, Gwen, some homes around it or no?
Sure. Oh yeah. Well, I'm past 50 flyers on the homes around it the day before. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Anything that you can do to get more homeowners there, knowing you got this little kind of setup for them.
Hmm.
So yeah, so here's the nearby homeowner letter. To Gwen's point, I would try to door knock 50 to 100 homes, whatever you got the time, whatever you got the ability to do.
Well, that's
Uh,
my exercise.
I'm sorry?
Tennis shoes. That's my tennis shoes exercise.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
let's go back to this. Let's see if this is ready. All right. Yeah. So now it's a little bit hard to see, but now this flip book is the pictures of the open house.
Oh,
I got 7 photos for the listing, and it'll take the first 5 photos and it will populate this presentation. So for any of you that have an open house, I'm telling you, man, this is a winning strategy right here. Right? There's the home. They're going to recognize it. They're like, oh wow, that's this home right here. Right? Boom, look at that. Awesome, right there. Every single image is now of that property, 15 ambient way where I'm having the open house. Open this up, copy that URL and email it to yourself, text it to yourself. And that way you've got both versions. Because somebody may say, hey, can you just send it to me via text? You can send it to them via text right there while they're at the open house still. All right. And
from
then,
copy URL, from copy URL. That's what I
yeah,
said.
from copy URL. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
And let's role play this again real quickly because I think this is awesome. So,
Okay.
Gwen, the
Mhm.
plan is to have the hard copy listing presentation sitting
Right.
there.
Right.
And then people are going to come in, and if anybody's got any feedback for us, send it to me because I want to nail this. This is so awesome. People are going to come in. You're going to do your greeting, sign in, whatever it is that you're going to do, and then you're going to say when you think it's appropriate. It could be on their way in, whatever. If you'd like to see my 100 plus point home marketing plan to get in the homes in Whitney Oaks or whatever the area is called sold, feel free to take a look at it. It's over there on the table. The idea being if they are a homeowner, they're going to be interested, love to see what you got there. If they're a renter, they probably don't care one way or the other about it. And then if people are looking at it, Gwen can then say, we do social media, yada, yada, yada. Hey, you know what? If you would like to get a copy of this where it's customized for your home in every image, you can see exactly what it would look like with your home in it. I can do that for you. And I could either drop it off, email it, or send it to you via text. The idea there being they are somewhat likely or more likely to be thinking about selling if they say yes to getting a version with their home in it, right? So anyone that takes a look at it, you probably know they're a homeowner, and you'll want to again offer them either, and if they don't want the custom version, you can still send them the general version. And like what we said a little bit earlier, you're going to offer them custom or non, whichever one they accept. I would say I can drop it off later this week. And if you got 5 minutes, I can do a quick walkthrough and give you a equity analysis on your home. And you can see what it's worth, the sales prices that it might get right now, what you might be able to walk away with depending on your current mortgage, and just give you a really nice feel for your current situation in this market. Because now you're adding so much value. And what
Mhm.
I know from people seeing these, whether it's an expired FISBO listing presentation, the amount of respect and value that they see in you, it goes from whatever it was to double whatever it was. It's going to go from 4 to 8, 5 to 10, 8 to 10, but it's going to go up high enough to where when you make that next offer, not everyone's going to accept it for a variety of reasons, but for the people that are thinking of selling that see this from you, you have a good conversation, you develop a little bit of rapport, they trust you, offer, and I would use that word 5 minutes. All right. The term 5 minutes has actually been tested. It lets people know you're going to respect their time and that you're not going to be there for 2 hours. And most of the time, and again, this is from people that have done this, most of the time, what will happen is you should walk in and it's 4:30. You should keep an eye on your watch, on your phone, whatever it is, without being too glued to it. But just say no at about 4:35, say either one of two things. I got enough information. Thank you so much for giving me the time, and I'll get back with you. Or if you've got the rapport developed, which I'm sure you would, you could say, you know what, it's been 5 minutes, but if you have another 5 minutes,
Mhm.
acknowledge that it's been 5 minutes. Hopefully you've got the rapport built, and then either thank them for their time if you got what you need, and you'll know because they'll let you know, yeah, we've been thinking about selling and we just weren't sure about the market. As a professional, you're going to know where they're at in this whole thing, and you're going to be able to put more people in the pipeline by doing this series of activities like that.
Okay.
I'm excited. I can't wait, Gwen.
Me too.
On Monday morning I'm going to be like, all right, where's Gwen? I want to hear how she did. I want to see how many conversations did you have, how many sellers came through that you were able to talk to,
And we want to hear about you walked in and bought the house.
and we want to hear about the house. Full price,
Right,
non
yeah.
represented. Exactly. Exactly. All right. Anybody else got anything? I don't want to hog.
I have a question. I have a
Yeah.
question and follow up on that for Gwen and for you, Scott.
Yeah.
Number one, how are you going to get the photos? House that the people want the personalized listing
I would do
presentation
two
for.
things. One is I would just go to Google Street View.
Okay.
Just go to Google Street View. I would Google their address and then I would just see what comes up.
Good question. Or I can drive and take a photo myself.
You could
That's
drive,
what
take
I,
a
yeah,
photo
that's the other
yourself.
thing I thought about.
Yeah, yeah, I can do
Yeah.
that.
But dude, Google Street View right here. I just sold that into ChatGPT and I get this. And the only prompt was I took the Google Street View and I took a screenshot of it, snag it, and then I copied image, pasted it into ChatGPT, and I said, "Can you make this look sharp without all the cars I can use in my marketing in a landscape format?" And it popped out that
Wow.
right there. Now, you know what's funny is I did the exact same thing in Gemini the other day, and it gave me crap back. It was so awful. I couldn't even, there's no way I could have used it. Gemini just kept regenerating the same image 3 times in a row. And I kept trying to improve the prompt to be more photorealistic, real estate marketing quality. And Gemini was having none of it. Gemini just kept like popping this exact same image back at me. For those of you using Gemini, try it. You know, whatever AI program you're using, try it. But ChatGPT with just a simple prompt of, can you make this sharp without the cars, without the telephone wires, take the trash bins out, make the gray sky blue, right? And then so that I can use in my marketing in landscape format, right? Simple, a super short prompt, nothing earth shattering, right? You got a couple of ways, or for what Gwen said, go take a photo and or Google Street View, Chat GPT. And I think it'd be kind of cool. Does that make sense?
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. Thursday at 3 o'clock appointment. I'm going to walk in with this and a listing agreement and a CMA just in case they could be ready to list. You don't know.
Right.
You know, you don't know where they're at in this whole thing. That's gold. You,
Definitely.
Neil, we'll say again.
I have a couple of ideas. One thing
Yeah.
you could do, Gwen, is they walk in, they're interested. I would have them text you their information to your phone
Okay.
because they'll show they're interested. Can you text me your name and your address? So you'll have their phone number. They gave you permission to text them back as they reached out to you. Plus, you
Mhm.
know they're serious about that. So it's another way of doing it. You really
Yeah.
can't do this for a borrower listing. It would be difficult, right, Scott?
No, not at all.
How would that be done instead of because you're sitting somebody else's open house?
In my mind, it would change nothing. I mean, literally,
Okay.
why would anything be changed? Because I got the listing in my account, right? I'm doing the ads, I'm doing the social media, I'm doing everything as a showing agent. I wouldn't say it's my listing. I would just say, yeah, this is my marketing plan to get home sold. Yeah.
No, no, true. And you wouldn't do that anyway if somebody else is listing. You can't say it's your listing because it isn't.
Yeah. I'm just holding it open. And it's two things. I'm holding it open. I'm talking to you, three things. And this is my marketing plan,
Right.
right? I
Right.
mean,
But
to
that's
me,
what I would do if someone
So you
wants to then
feel,
just text me
so
over
you
the information.
mhm.
so you're saying if I was holding somebody else's house open, is that what you're saying? He's
Go
talking
ahead.
about holding an open house in my listing or someone else's listing.
Someone else is listing, and you have to
Okay,
just tell them that this
right.
is what I do when I market homes. I'm just helping out my associate today. Something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I
That's
got
just
it.
Yeah.
cover you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But in the situation, I'm holding the open house for them. I've got this, which is my marketing plan.
Mhm.
Now, so let's say it's not my listing. And this is what I was going to say a little bit earlier, but then I didn't. But I will say it now because I think it speaks, Neil, to your point. Maybe I use not the home that I'm holding open. That's not my listing. I just use either a previously sold listing of mine or I use a chat GPT generated amalgamation of homes in the area, like we've talked about before, right? In the past, I've shown
Much
you
better.
guys where I'll go into chat GPT and I will tell chat GPT, hey, this is a listing photo of a home for sale in my area. Can you create a image similar to it but different enough to where the listing agent or the homeowner would never recognize it as theirs? Change the color from brown to gray, change the stone from being this to this, change the garage from being a single garage door to a double, change the roof line. You know, so Neil, in your case where I'm holding another listing agent's home open for the open house, I would create this using a different home than the one I'm holding open. Does that make sense?
Yeah, very much so.
This is good stuff right here. We know open houses are amazing. We know expireds are amazing. We know this is amazing. Man, let's put all of this together and let's get more listings out of this. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Otherwise, have a good one.
All right, y'all
All
have a
right.
good one. God bless.
All right. God bless. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.